About 2 months ago, the newspapers and television stations and radios were filled with the news of a young boy in Chicago who was killed on the streets of Chicago by 2 rival gangs. As outraged as I was about that murder, I was also outraged that not one person lifted a finger to help the young boy. There were bystanders standing about, watching the whole scene. Even one person taking a video of what was going on with a cell phone, but yet did not lift a finger. In today's gospel, we have John the Baptist coming on the scene. Now, John the Baptist is remembered throughout salvation history, not because of who he was, but because of what he proclaimed. He proclaimed the coming of Jesus, the Messiah, the Anointed One, the Christ, the one who was to come to prepare the way. He was preparing the way for the one who was to come, who was going to change all of Israel, who was going to release Israel from its bondage. He was going to make a new way. He was going to make for Israel a way out of no way. And so Christ came and called all of us to be his disciples. But as his disciples, we are called to follow Christ and his gospel, to follow it to the fullest. And that means that we cannot be bystanders and simply watch the world go by. W.C. Fields was an actor, and he's remembered for his bulbous nose, he's remembered for his raspy voice, and he's remembered for his reckless ways. When he was dying, a friend came to him and visited him on his deathbed. And when the friend came to his deathbed, he found W.C. Fields with a Bible on his chest. And he said to W.C. Fields, "Bill, I didn't know that you read the Bible." And Bill said, "I'm looking for loopholes." Well, Christianity is not about loopholes. Christianity is about getting in, rolling up our sleeves, and getting our hands dirty in the process. Christ called us to be disciples and not to look for loopholes. If we refuse to stand up for anything, we will sit down for anything. In Chicago, bystanders simply stood by and watched. We are called to be of loving service to one another. We are called to be in forgiveness of one another. We are called to speak out for justice and peace for everyone. We are called to speak out for human rights for everyone. We are called to be true Christians, followers, and disciples of Jesus Christ. I have a priest friend of mine who was mugged on the streets of New York, and one woman in a car stopped and asked him to get in and saved him in that mugging. We are also called to stop and save one another. With hearts long